y'all, I'm Lisa, and this is the Backward Glance, and I thrifted hard this weekend. I got more stuff than I have ever got in one weekend. I spent a ton of money, and I found kind of a new honey hole for me, so I'm really excited about that. They were running a massive sale. I got some stuff at like ridiculously low prices, and they are kind of a new store. They are not aware of all of the good brands yet, and they're a consignment store, so I was really surprised to find some super high-end brands there. But this is a mix of stuff from a bunch of different stores, and I just picked out the highlights. I got a ton of bread and butter stuff to list this weekend, and I'm just going to show you the things that I either just thought were really cool and I'm a little more excited about, or like higher end brands, stuff that's going to bring a higher profit margin. So let's get into it because I have a ton of work to do. This just I had to show because it falls into one of the most random things I've ever picked up, and I think it's so cute. It's a Mack truck hood ornament, and I listed this for $38. I'm probably going to lower the price to like $32 because it's got a ton of views and no watchers. So not super valuable, but I just really liked it. So cool little find there. Okay, so this next item is hopefully going to be one of my highest eBay sales ever. And this is a Ralph Lauren purple label, which I believe is the highest end of Ralph Lauren. And this is a three-piece suit, so it actually has the waistcoat inside and also the pants. I paid $20 for this. I'm going to list it for, I believe, like $450 and hope to get over $300 for it in the end. I am going to dry clean it, so that's going to add to the cost a little bit, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I live in a rural area, so my dry cleaner is more expensive and takes longer, unfortunately, but I think it's worth it for that item. This is a coat, like a toggle coat, in a nice, very sturdy denim. I thought it was a woman's coat, but it's actually a men's, and I was not familiar with this label, but I thought it was worth looking up. It's called Perfecto brand, and in very small print it says it was made by Schott, which is S-C-H-O-T-T, and their coats are very expensive. I'm thinking I should be able to get over $60, but maybe closer to $100 for this coat. I'm probably going to list it high. Nobody has this same one available, so I couldn't find any comps on it. But if you look up that brand Schott, you will see that some of their stuff is super high-end. They make a lot of leather, which can go for like $400 or $500, but for the denim, obviously, I'm not going to get that much for it. Here's another exciting find. This is like a bubble skirt. I think it's actually kind of supposed to have this wrinkly look to it, and this happens to be Ralph Lauren Black Label, and this was from the consignment store. I paid, I think, about $4 for it. They were running some major sales, and even though it's Ralph Lauren Black Label, it's kind of a basic item, so it's not going to be super valuable, but maybe between $30 and $40. And from that same store, I got this St. John sport top. This is like a stretchy pullover, and I think I paid like $2.50 for this, so that was a great deal. This one I should be able to get probably just between like $28 and $35 for. Here's a dress that I sold, the same dress in a different print, maybe a couple months ago. I think it was in a video. It's J. McLaughlin. I know that's probably hard to read. This is just like a stretchy kind of athletic dress. The last one I sold for $42, but it was a size extra large, and this is a small, so I'm sure I'll get a little bit less for this one. But I do like finding that brand. Another brand that I don't find very often that I love is this Citron Santa Monica, and they make a lot of silk items, and so this is a silk top, and it does have butterflies on it, and I'm thinking I'll get between like $35 and $45 for that top. And this was also on that sale, and I think I paid like around $4 for that. I've been wanting to find this brand for a long time. I think I've heard Street Savvy talk about this one, Savannah. So, Barefoot Dreams. I don't know if this is like a brand people buy from QVC or if it's sold in stores, but it's super, super soft. This is like an open front, kind of a waterfall hem cardigan, and it is a size small medium, and it's part bamboo, so I think it's only like 15%, but they use like a bamboo fiber in it, so that's kind of cool. Here is an item that I may send to the Real. This is Isabel Marant, a toile, and I paid $6 plus tax for this, and it's like a sheer, kind of a dress length, but probably meant to go over a shirt, and I believe it's 100% silk, really, really pretty, but like I said, that might be a Real item. I think they'll sell it faster and higher than I would on eBay. And also from the deep discount at that consignment store, I got these Paige jeans that are brand new with tag, and I paid about $3 for them, and the original price was $179, so that is pretty amazing. The style on these is called Troy Boy, which is not like a super sought after style, but I still think new with tags, dark wash, Paige should do okay. It might not be a quick sale, but I think that it was still a good buy. Okay, so now we'll get into some non-clothing stuff. So first off, I picked up this Cole Haan bag. It is not as bright of a color as it looks on there, but it's like a reddish orange. It does have the hang tag on it. Shows quite a bit of wear. I am going to do some leather conditioning and see how that looks. Because of the wear, I'm not going to get a lot for this, but I only paid $2, which I think is pretty amazing, just because of the quality of the leather on this bag. So I'm loving that little consignment store. They had a case there with what they consider to be their designer items, and this was not in the case. This is a little vintage Longchamp bag. This is an item I will send to the Real just to be absolutely positive that it's authentic. I think it is, because it's a nice quality leather. I did look up like what the snap should be, what the zipper should be, and things like that, and everything checks out. The Real will probably list this around like $70, and I will get a 40% commission, so that's not amazing, but I only paid $5 for it, and I'm just really happy to have picked up a Longchamp bag. I have never found one. I found some very obvious fakes of the like lay pliage or whatever, but I've never found one that I thought was authentic before, so I'm excited about that. This item is not really anything special, but it was just an amazing condition, and I think it's so pretty. It is a Johnston & Murphy leather belt that has clearly never been worn. It's like a beautiful burgundy color. It doesn't look burgundy on the camera right now. It's a size 38, and I only paid $2 for that, so I do think I'll be able to get like a little over 20. Nothing incredible, but still kind of exciting. Okay, I got for $8 this Rebecca Minkoff bag with the crossbody strap, which is great. This was from a different store, not the consignment store, but this store also usually separates anything that they consider high-end and marks it like super high. So I was surprised to find this just with their regular bags and in great condition, so I'm happy about that. It's a big purse. I think I'll be able to get like between $60 and $80 for it. From the consignment store, I got this wallet, which was with their regular stuff, and it was marked as an unbranded wallet, but it is Anushka. Anushka wallets and purses are all hand-painted and unique. It is in good condition. It's a little trifold. And these don't go for a lot of money. The purses can do really well. I'm going to list this probably between $30 and $40, but realistically it might only be like a $25 flip, but I still am just, I like to have things in my store that are these like unique, higher quality brands. So that was a cool find. I paid about $5 for that. I paid $10 for this at Goodwill. And it's like a folio is what I'm going to call it. And the brand on this is Stuart Kern, and I know it's hard to read because it's just embossed in there. I looked him up, and some of his stuff sells for pretty good money, but nobody had anything like this. So I'm going to start this pretty high. I may start at over 100 or maybe at like 98, but I think in the end I'll probably get over 50 for it is what I'm really hoping for. But I will see if there's a market for this because, you know, I don't know how sought after an item like this would be. It's beautiful, the leather is gorgeous, it's great quality, so I was happy to pick that up. Okay, I got, this is very exciting for me because I haven't found any recently. These are Allen Edmonds. They're in pretty darn good condition compared to some other ones that I've picked up. Let's see if it's easier to read that one. I don't know. Allen Edmonds, and it says McAllister. That's the style. The style tends to sell pretty regularly for over 100, and this is like a beautiful burgundy color. These are an 11.5 narrow, so I'm not super happy about the narrow, but I don't think I'll have any trouble flipping those pretty quick. And the last item that I'm going to show you is an item I've been looking at for a few months at this little thrift store that I stop at sometimes, and they had these priced at $25. They are super distressed. These are Fry boots. They actually have this little heel cap, so the heels are in great condition. The soles show some wear, but most of the wear is obviously this part. But because of the style, I kind of think that distressing is cool. There's some like visible lines here. And let me see if I can find, I don't know if I'll be able to show you the Fry. There it is. You can kind of see that, right? They don't have the Fry logo on the heel, unfortunately, but I think even in the condition they're in, obviously I'm going to clean them and do some conditioning, but they're not going to look amazing. They're going to look really distressed, and I'll put distressed in the title, and still hopefully get like 60 to 80 bucks for these, and I paid 15. They had them marked at 25, and I've been passing on them for a few months, and then finally the woman who runs this little store came out, and she was like, I'm sick of looking at those. Would you take them for 15? So I said yes. So yeah, I think I got some nice quality stuff. Like I said, I got a ton of bread and butter, which I'm excited to just like knock out a ton of listings today and move forward into November. Let me know how your October went if you're watching this, because mine was terrible. I don't know if all of that glitch related stuff that happened was affecting my sales. I'd like to blame it on that, but I don't know if I can. But I need November to be a good month because October was like one of my worst months in a long time, and that is scary as the first month of fourth quarter. So we'll see what happens. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this haul.